What is up, soccer fam? Welcome back to another absolute heater of an episode on soccerplayer.co. I am your host, Jax, and man, if your heart rate isn't currently sitting at a steady 140, were you even watching the FA Cup today? The vibes at St. Andrews were 10 out of 10, but that ending? Absolute highway robbery for Birmingham.
Easy there, Jax. Let's let the listeners catch their breath. I'm Leo, the voice of reason, and yeah, while the ending was traumatic, the stats tell a story of two sides that were almost perfectly matched. Perfectly matched? Leo, Birmingham had them on the ropes. 28,000 people screaming, Tom Brady in the building, and that 13th minute applause for Chairman Tom Wagner? Chills, bro. Pure chills. The Blues were playing like their lives depended on it.
It was a beautiful tribute to Wagner, and you're right. The atmosphere clearly fed into the performance. Birmingham actually won the XG battle, barely, at 1.16 to Leeds 1.1. They forced Lukas Perri into some save-of-the-season contenders. That fingertip save onto the crossbar against Stansfield in the 11th minute, that was a glitch in the matrix.
Perri was standing on his head, but then the second half starts and Leeds they do Leeds things. Lukas Nmecha, the man is a walking bucket right now. 7th goal of the season, no backlift, absolute rocket. I thought it was curtains for Birmingham right then.
It was a clinical finish. Farke bringing on Ampadu at halftime really stabilized the midfield and allowed Nmecha that freedom. But credit to Birmingham, they didn't fold, they kept pressing. And statistically, Leeds only had 3 shots in that entire first half. They were efficient, but they weren't dominant.
And then, the 89th minute, Patrick Roberts, the man, the myth, the legend. He lets one fly from distance, it hits James Justin, and Perri is just stranded. The stadium absolutely erupted, Leo. I thought for sure the upset was on in extra time.
Roberts definitely had the hero tag for about 30 minutes there. But then we get to the shootout, and this is where the bigger picture comes in. Pressure does crazy things to even the best players. Tommy Doyle sees his kick repelled by Perri, and then Roberts, the guy who saved the game, blazes his shot into the stands. It was painful to watch, man. From hero to villain in the span of an hour. You could see the heartbreak on his face. Meanwhile, Sean Longstaff steps up for Leeds, cool as the underside of the pillow, and just slots the winner. Leeds escape. They move on to the 5th round. It's their 5th win in 6 FA Cup ties against Birmingham historically. But for Farke, this was a wake-up call. If they want to survive in the Premier League, they can't be relying on penalty luck against championship sides, regardless of how brave the run was.
Hey, a win is a win in the cup, bro. Leeds are in the hat for Monday, and Birmingham, well, they can focus on that playoff push in the championship. They look dangerous.
They certainly do. But as for today, the Leeds nerve held. 4-2 on penalties.
Insane drama. All right, fam, we got to run, but what a match. Leeds stay alive, Birmingham goes home with their heads high, and we've got all the fallout for you right now. Quick recap, Nmecha is a beast, Perri is a wall, and Patrick Roberts is gonna want to delete his social media for a few days. For the full tactical breakdown and all the photos from St. Andrews, you know where to go.
Head over to soccerplayer.co to check out the detailed match report and see who Leeds might face in the next round. Stay hype, stay clutch, and we'll catch you on the next one. Soccerplayer.co, we out.